right, I've got Hot Cup Summer, Cayin RU9. Very excited. I left this in the plastic just so I could open it. Kind of slacked on getting this on the website, so sorry. But we'll have it. I'll have it on the site for the Hot Cup. I'll have it on the website for the Hot Cup Summer festivities on the 25th and the 1st, and foreseeable future and whatnot. Really excited to try this guy out. It's kind of a more powerful dongle. I got Susvara. We've got Atrium closed, high impedance dynamic, and we've got the Ori 3.0. All right, what's the general consensus of the Cayin RU9, and will it work well with ZMF headphones? And what about the Susvara? I didn't spell that very well. Give me one sentence answers with sass. Bougie dongle that thinks it's a desktop rig and kind of proves it. With ZMF, sings like butter on warm toast. Thank you, NewTube. With Susvara, it'll try its best, but girl, that headphone wants a power plant. All right, well, girl wants a power plant. All right, thanks, ChatGPT. I saw someone with one. The Cayin stuff seems to be coming with a pretty nice case. And there we are. We have that nice presentation right there. This is a Samsung Galaxy, so it doesn't attach right to the phone there. See on the back, got our documentation. Never be the same. Yeah, here's that case. It is. I mean, it's pretty nice. Turn it on. Cayin. And then we have these buttons on the side right here. Let's see what those do. Line outs for both balanced and the headphone modes right there on either side. And then you can choose the line out through here. So headphones out, line out. Oh, that's cool. So you got 3 options, which is nice. If you want to go to an amp, you can use this as a nice little DAC too. So yeah, a lot more options than something like the RU7. I mean, immediately you got a few, super slow. So a bunch of filters, and then version. All right, so that looks like all the settings. So yeah, let's go ahead and get these plugged into the headphones and see how it goes. With this famous cable. Go ahead and get this plugged in.
You're here with your DJ X.
Here's my DJ.
Get things going, 2010s music, think on first.
So tube mode, it looks like it does a little countdown. So now 2, 1 goes into tube mode. And then when you go out of it, it counts back down 4, 3, 2, 1. Listen, it's a song called Wheels. Whoops. Wheels by Fink here. Good track. So it's pretty, I mean, it's enjoyable. It's not gonna, if you're someone who listens really loud, I don't think this is gonna go loud enough, but if you're someone who listens at a moderate to high volume, this is pretty good. And plugged in, I know it gets more volume if you plug it in. This is not plugged in, this is just straight battery right out of the package. I haven't charged it or anything. So yeah, let's try something with a little more bass. Let's see what I can find here. Big, gigantic. This is, bassy dubstep stuff. Fast forward to get some bass. I mean, so for reference, I'm talking right now and I can barely hear myself. So it's loud enough so that I have to, like, this is how loud I have to talk to just like hear myself a little bit. And the bass is, I mean, the bass is solid. It's not wishy. So yeah, I mean, this is like between plugging into a laptop and plugging into a massive like Wells Audio, you know, huge 70 watt amp, 7.8 plugged in, 7.5 unplugged in. Final score. All right, let's try the, I gotta try the Ori. We gotta try the Ori now and get that going. At 80 right now. It's loud. It's very loud. I can't hear myself at all. All right, I have to ask ChatGPT what the two tube modes are. All right, it's got. All right, you can see we're at 80. At 80 is like I can listen for like 5 or 10 minutes. It's that loud. It's a little too much actually. So I probably listen to like 70 most of the time with the Ori. And honestly, I like how it sounds a little more. Maybe with the full tube mode. I'm not sure. You can see here classic tube. Sorry. Too much sound going on there. You can see the classic tube mode, no negative feedback for a rich, warm, nostalgic tube sound, and in modern tube, a little bit of negative feedback for a cleaner sound. So probably a little bit higher impedance on the classic tube sound. That's a very punchy sound. I think headphones with a little bit of extra bass, I think are made for slightly portable devices like this. I think it just works really well and like accentuates the portability because you don't get quite as full of sound as a full big bombastic desktop setup, but you get like really pretty good punchy sound out of, especially sound like this has a lot of punch to it. This gets a high 8s, so pretty darn good. You know, I think you're gonna get more beef, you know, more girth, more weight out of the desktop setup, but really good with something like a ZMF planar magnetic, and all our planars are around that same sensitivity. All right, real quick, I'm gonna do the Atrium closed. 74, very loud. Oh, you got the buttons here, just hit one of them, paused it for me. All right, so even, you know, a little more power with the Atrium closed. I think the Atrium closed is my favorite of the three with this guy. It's just euphonic, punchy. You can tell it's not really like stressing at all. I'd give that a 9. 8, maybe same as the Ori in classic mode, 8.7, 8.8, but a 9.1 of the capabilities of the headphone with this guy. So I did really good with a high impedance driver. Surprised how good that is. A lot of texture with the tubes and everything. So, you know, I think as far as this goes, drives easier to drive planars really well, drives dynamics incredibly well. You're gonna drive a Susvara, I mean, to an acceptable level. And I will mention with the Susvara, and maybe a little more points for it, it didn't break up at all. It didn't like rattle or start making any kind of like farty sounds at max output, so it's still controlled. And I didn't hear any like breakup in the bass. You know, obviously it's not gonna be as tight as a desktop setup, but just saying that it can you can put a Susvara on and get something out of it. I think highly recommended this type of device. You know, I've been carrying around DAPs for years. If you want to carry around just this and your phone, I think you'd get away very easily. Probably good to carry a power brick around to get more sound, but more features than I've seen of anything that's, you know, in the dongle range. This is a little bigger than a dongle. I mean, let's be honest, dongles are like that, but as dongles get bigger, I think pretty convenient, you know, if you're carrying around, want something really good for wired headphones. So that's the review. That's the Cayin RU9, ZMF Ori coming out August 29th. I don't know, that's it. All right, I'll check you guys later. See you.